How do the rich not pay taxes? Let's start with this one first, keep it small. You go to school, get a job, you become an employee, but you learn nothing about taxes. Then you become a little entrepreneur, you start your little falafel shop business or whatever you start, right? So that self-employed, small business. And then you have big business, 500 employees or more, or I for investor. How much tax do employees pay?
Well, typically if they're making a good salary, and this is, by the way, the same rates around the world, typically it's going to be about 40%.
40%. So if you're I'm going to start my own little business, I'm going to, start my little pizza shop or my coffee shop, how much do these guys pay?
Well, now it goes up because you're paying both your share of the taxes plus the employer share of the taxes because you've got both sides. So now it goes up as high as 60%. In fact, this is the place where people get in trouble because over here, the money's being taken out of your paycheck. But here, you're responsible for your taxes. And so what happens is that, let's say you're successful with your pizza shop, right? All of a sudden, tax time comes around, oh no, I've spent all my money and I don't have money to pay the taxes. And people go out of business real fast here.
Taxes are your single largest expense. So if you're going to start your own business, you got to be aware of taxes here. Now, big business, as 500 employees or more, how much do they pay?
Typically around the world, about 20%.
Now, why is it that big business people pay less than small business?
The government wants us to do certain things, and they'll give us incentives if we do them. And what they want out of a big business is they want employment. So they want to create employment because that creates stability in the country.
Jobs.
Jobs, right? And so the more jobs you create, actually the more tax benefit you get.
Well, look at Amazon right now. They're looking at moving their company. How many tax benefits are they getting?
Oh my heavens, they pay very, very little tax. Amazon does, and they pay, you talk about all those different kinds of taxes. Not only do they pay very little income tax, but they're also paying very little sales tax and employment taxes and all those others because they're getting benefits from multiple types of government, the federal government, the state government, the city government.
Is that how Elon Musk started his battery factory in Nevada?
Well, yeah, I mean, Elon Musk, he gets huge research and development tax benefits, which by the way, that's a tax benefit that is available in most countries more than the US.
Right. See, these guys are passive. These guys invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds. They save money. They're passive guys. They pay the highest taxes. But how much does a professional investor, like Shark Tank, how much do these guys pay?
So they can pay as little as 0%.
Right.
They can actually completely eliminate their tax.
It's not the wealthy. You see a lot of wealthy people here. If let's say I'm a CEO of a company, I'm making $1 million a year, I still pay 40% in tax. And I could be a doctor or a lawyer, I could make $1 million a year. You're still paying 60% in tax. See, it's not what you do, it's your mindset in the quadrant here.
The difference between the rich and the poor is how do they use taxes to their benefit? If you look over here, you ask about the big business, well, that's employment, right? But investors, why do professional investors get benefits? Well, because the government wants housing, they want commercial projects built, they want energy done, that's an Elon Musk, right?
Want food.
They want technology, they want food, agriculture. So all of those things that the government's trying to incentivize people to put their money someplace, they really want them to put it over here. And if you put it over here, these are pretty much consumers. These are consuming the money. And the government, what they really want is they want all the producers over here.
Yeah.
Every dollar you reinvest in your business, you get a tax break for.
Just remember the McDonald's formula. So the reason I talk about this, McDonald's formula, this is Ray Kroc. If you saw the movie Founder, he says it right in the movie. The purpose of McDonald's business is not hamburgers. Everybody thinks it's hamburgers. McDonald's business is to buy real estate. You see, a hamburger stand produces so much income, it can afford the real estate. McDonald's did this here. So they had their business, which is hamburgers, bought their real estate. So today, McDonald's owns more real estate than the Catholic Church. Does the Catholic Church get tax breaks too?
Enormous tax breaks. They don't pay tax on any of their income.
Yeah.
The tax law is ultimately fair because you don't have to be huge in order to take advantage. What you do have to have, though, is the financial education because you have to behave like these people. If you do what these people do, you get the same tax benefits that they get. The challenge that most people have here is that they don't have any financial education. And so they do everything as if they were up here, and that just gets them in trouble because these guys, that's not where the tax law is built. The tax law is built for these guys over here.